Hello Capricorn, welcome to GRAYCI'S Gamut. Today I will be doing a love and relationship reading for you. Remember that this is a general reading, it is not a personal read. Take what's for you, leave the rest, but stick around long enough to know the difference. Also, it is timeless. Take this energy from when you see the read to a few weeks out. We are starting with a Priestess of Light Oracle, and we will pull a Dark Mirror as well to see the lighter or darker side of things possibly. Oh, I'm dropping whole decks. Let me shuffle this once. Feels like a shuffle. Shuffling time. All right. Oh, and right off the bat here, Wings of Light. Wings of Light becoming something new. Love it. Big changes. Running with something, going with something. Heading in a new direction. Look at, they're almost a blur. They're moving so fast. I feel like someone definitely has started a new relationship. That is moving way too fast. I don't want to say that it's a bad thing. It's not bad nor good if something is moving fast. It could be moving fast because you're very much in love and this is a very great connection. I feel like saying don't move so fast that you overlook some things in the relationship though, or in that person. Because that's what tends to happen. We rush into love, right? We rush into a relationship, a connection. We move in together. We, start meshing our days. And then later on, we realize the flaws that we can't stand about the other person. Sometimes you can work them out. Sometimes you can't. So just be mindful of that. All right, right off the bat with that too. Wow. Capricorn. And we have Downcast Pride. Downcast Pride. Someone feeling like this may be rushing, because I'm looking from my view, I'm looking at this person on this card rushing over and ending up here. Just be very mindful of that. I feel like that there will be a tendency to overlook things because you think that someone here thinks that they are a prize, okay? This could be your person as well. They think that they are a prize. They think that they could be the best. They would be the best thing that ever happened to you, or vice versa. And this may begin to take a toll because you're gonna all these, like I was saying before. I feel like these little nitpicky things are gonna start to arise later on, or they may already be doing that if you already have been through this rushing into something. I feel like needing to take the time, and I'm looking at the fact that this in this picture, there's roots being put down, but they're not connected to anything. There's air under there, right? There's no earth. There's no foundation. This may be this person going into a relationship, and because you rushed into it, there's no real rooting system to make it stick, to make it work, okay? I'm going to read from the book on that number 20 here. Let me find it here. Downcast Pride. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. The root of sadness and grief is deeper than the skin. The only delusion is the gray sky. Survival is a direct consequence of adaptation. What we call adaptation is not the result of a subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves, rather a mockery of it, as we stripped day by day of our dignity in order to avoid conflict with the world that would spread us apart. How can we endure this? Maybe the power of responsibility, or through a hidden core of identity. Sometimes we don't use the best part of us, but rather we draw from the ugliest. We survive and bend our knees because we draw out from our laziness, fear, and disgust. We let our deepest roots go dry, replaced by what can only be called a surge of lack of self-esteem. We are deluded. I feel like this is almost a warning of the direction something is going in. I feel like something that I feel like some of you are gonna get to a point where you don't even know who you are anymore. Maybe you wouldn't have put up with some things that you're beginning to put up with this connection, whether they are promiscuous or they are flirtatious with other people, maybe right in front of you, because they don't maybe in the beginning you thought it was something cute because they're adorable, right? They're good looking, or according to you, we'll say that, because anybody has that quality of beauty in them, especially when you're falling in love with them. I do feel like this isn't everybody, obviously, but I do feel like be mindful if you are beginning to rush into a relationship or a connection a little fast, because we really need to take that time to see more about the person, and because you don't know everything about your person. You could go look how many marriages resulted in someone totally not being the person they married, or seeing that finally, over years of time, there's things about this person you never even knew. Right? That's the way this feels. So just be mindful of that. It could come down to this. All right, let's get into the body of your read, Capricorn. I'm not saying it's for everybody, because I feel like there's a nice change coming here too. This is a new change, a new you coming as well. But just make sure that you don't get so involved so quickly that you don't see everything about this person, negative and positive. All right. What for Capricorn? This whole set tried to go, so I don't always do that, but I'm going to keep it. And you have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck as well. Overshadowing the read. This is a very positive card. It's a very prosperous card. So whatever this relationship is, for most of you, this is going to result in family, because this can be about family as well. Family, connections, prosperity, abundance, all rolled into one. You very well could be dealing with that person. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you met through someone else. The pages are messages or messengers, something becoming clear, something being shown to you, being evident. And it's about stability. It's about, this may be about them. They may have attracted you because they had money, they had things. Not that you were, going after somebody with money, but something, the presence about them was just like that they had stuff. This is in the reverse, so I feel like this is past tense. This is calling out how you met, what attracted you to that person possibly. But it feels like someone said something as well. Someone told you about this person. That's what I feel like. Someone said, oh, this is a good person. This is you should hook up, or what have you. You have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse here. Moving back in time. I feel like there's a possibility when you met this person, when you really finally met, I feel like someone might have hooked you up. Or you met through someone. I do feel like it was almost like time stopped once you had this conversation with them. I feel like once you got around them, you had this almost time stopping kind of feeling. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Now the Eight of Pentacles in the upright can be about hard work, putting a lot of effort in. I feel like when you met this person, there was no effort needed for either one of you to have conversations, to talk. It came naturally. This is part of that connection, right? And this is all in the reverse. So I feel like this is telling a story here of how you may have met your person and how the connection went. They made you comfortable. You were very comfortable around each other. I suddenly, this sounds gross, but I suddenly felt like the farting end of it. Well, you know how you just won't do it in front of somebody was able to do this in front of this person, or somebody accidentally did it, but you laughed it off, and it was, I don't know, it was just weird. It was I feel like an awkward moment where someone passed gas. So weird, the things I think of here. But that may have been part of this. Just take it as it resonates. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse as well. Yeah, I feel like you, at the time that you began to talk to this person, you were looking for stability. This is about being in that mode where you want it, you want something solid, you want financially being solid, you want somebody who works. I feel like someone works very hard on a regular for yourself with this Eight of Pentacles coming up here. I feel like you were hard at work at the time, possibly, and you wanted somebody that worked as well, that worked with you. Maybe you had past connections that you found out they were losers. You found out they didn't work. They wanted to rely on you. You did more for them, they did for you. And I feel like this person, you saw this person as solid, a solid foundation. You have the Two of Cups in the reverse. There may have been a time when you were like kind of not really wanting the connection in the past. I mean, prior to obviously you getting together, but I do feel like they offered. I feel like maybe after the first encounter, it did come. Actually, I'm kind of feeling like maybe you talked online, or maybe you only talked, you saw each other from a distance, but you mainly, when you started talking, it kind of held it off. You know what I'm saying? They may have tried to ask you out a few times, or try to hook up, try to ask you to meet up, go to movies, whatever, and you denied for a short time. You have the Lovers in the reverse as well. This is about new love, and it is wow. That's just crazy, because it's all about this connection that you may have in the past. I feel like you held back from it. This is about new love, though. Wow. And I feel like this. I do feel like with all of these in the reverse, every one of them in the reverse, that whatever went on here, whatever this connection was, this is definitely talking of a series of events, and it feels like past tense. Now, for some of you, you might see this video later than when I post it, okay? Than the time frame. But that doesn't matter, because there's no really time frame on my videos. It's timeless, okay? So whenever you see the video, this is when this will have been past tense. You know, see what I'm saying? I do feel like this is the encounter here. This ends with you getting everything you've ever wanted. You have the Three of Wands here. It's the only one in the upright. This is saying this is the series of events that happened. Or I feel like it ends with you being able to see finally that you have this great love, okay? Wow. Right in the middle. That is crazy. Okay, we are going to pull some cards for clarity for you here, Capricorn. Finally that person. Your ship coming in, right? Someone who works, someone who has goals in mind, is goal-oriented just like you, someone who will work hard to get what they want. 9 of coins here, 9 of Pentacles. Just on the verge of getting everything. I'm going to put this here. On the verge of getting everything you ever wanted, within having a relationship and a work life and money and the house you want, getting everything, and it's because you ended up with this person. You have the Death card in the reverse. I feel like, and it jumped out over here, I feel like someone may have met this person not long after a relationship ended. This is in the reverse, so I feel like this is just another clue tying you into who this is aiming at. You could take it as a resonates, take anything out of this that sounds like you or sounds like your situation, but this is just tuning into certain people and making you look, I feel. Like saying, I feel like telling you the person that may have, the person in the past that may have hooked you guys up. Remember, I was thinking about hooking someone up. They may be a friend that's no longer a friend anymore. They may have passed on as well, because this Death card in the reverse. I feel like it could have been like a friendship ending, a relationship ending, because of this, possibly. Six of Swords. Moving in a new direction, in a better direction. I feel like you meeting that person. That person that you can see yourself spending the rest of your life with. Wow, and this is definitely moving in a positive direction. Definitely. All right, anything else here for Capricorn? Anything else? We have the Emperor in the reverse. And it popped out over here. Let me move this down. Popped out over here. I feel like this is the person that you were attracted to. Well, the person that you ended up being attracted to, you realize that they, the Emperor is someone who is business savvy or has a foundation, standing on a strong foundation here. He's holding on with both hands to these gold rods. I do feel like in the past, this person may have attracted you as another signifier. Attracted you in because they had things going for them already, where other people who were trying to approach you at the time did not. I feel like, wow, this is just a card flipped in here. Judgment in the reverse. I feel like I'm going to put this over here because I feel like at that time that this person was trying to offer you a connection here. Just, they came at you about a connection. I feel like that you were judging them over something, either something they did or maybe they were, it could go back to this being promiscuous or flirtatious, and you may have seen them acting accordingly, or they may have been online talking to somebody else in a comment section or something, and you saw it, and it seemed flirtatious, and that may have held you back from that offer of love at the time because you thought that they were trying to get with somebody else, and in reality they were just being the way they are. You have the Eight of Swords. Self-imposed restriction, keeping yourself. And this may be, talking of the way that you have been keeping yourself kind of in a bubble. You've had relationships in the past that didn't work out, which is, that's just obvious, right? For everybody. Almost everybody's had relationships that didn't work out, right? But I feel like you held yourself back. You didn't devote yourself to any one person for a while before this occurred. And I feel like I'm looking at the swords pressing into this bubble. I feel like this is like love here. This is an odd depiction of this picture, right? Or what I'm seeing. This is you trying to escape. Look how she's trying to get out from the other side. And she's trying to escape these swords. But to me, it's like the pointing of the arrow from Cupid. And she's thinking she's got to run from it. But in reality, this is going to open up her life to something new. Wow. Beautiful. All right. Let's see. We are going to pull some cards from this deck. Wow, right off the bat. Six of Pentacles. I was going to say, if someone needs to ask a question, they should do it now. And I will take whatever comes out and answer accordingly as to what I think. I feel like this is a gift. This is good things coming in here. This could be monetary value, but I feel like it revolves around a relationship. This could be a friendship. It could be family. I just feel like money that's coming towards you. Prosperity or abundance as well. We got the 10 of Pentacles here overshadowing the read, so that makes sense. I'm looking at the fact that the Death card is here in the reverse. Someone may be getting money or property from a will that's going to be read. If you have a will being read soon, and you were told to be there or whatever, I feel like there is something of monetary value or coming in here, okay? Wow. Also, this may be about someone being a gift, some kind of a gift coming in, some kind of, maybe you've been asking for new love, and this could be new love coming in here as well. It's a gift, unearned gift, I want to say. Okay, anything else here for Capricorn? Things changing around, things turning around. I'm looking at all these cards in the reverse on the top beginning here, and I'm thinking like turning around. Everything turning around for you at this time. Whoa. You have the Two of Wands. And it flipped out crossing up here. I do feel like don't spend too much time thinking about mistakes that may have been made, or miscommunications and that, because I feel like for someone here, you did not bite. I want to say this, I feel, is key into this line of events here. Someone doesn't end up letting that, doesn't end up talking to this person. Be mindful of that. This could be someone here is looking back over this and be like, you know, it sounds just like what I went through, but I didn't take their offer. Okay. Wow. Okay. Anything else here for Capricorn before I move on? Anything else that anybody needs a answer to before I move on? We have Temperance. You have the Moon on the bottom of this deck as well. That's about secrets being kept, or something being kept from you, something that was kept from you possibly. So there may be a love. Someone has interest in someone here. Okay, someone has an interest. You have a secret admirer, in other words. So just be mindful of that, something may come about in that way. You may get told, and this is what starts this series of events. It goes back to, for me, about, let me do this real quick. You have Temperance, right? The Temperance had popped out and crossed right here at the beginning. Some of you may be like, oh, no, this doesn't sound like me, and this Temperance is telling you to be patient because it's coming in for you in this way, in this manner, to notice it for what it is when it gets there. And this makes me feel, let me go to this now, this ending here, makes me feel like you haven't been told yet, which will start this series of events for you. And they will come to pass. The reason they're in the reverse as well may be because it's an event that hasn't happened yet. I'm feeling that it's almost like the cards turned face down, but you're getting a glimpse of what is to come, and someone may try to hook you up, and or someone is going to come at you and tell you that someone is a secret admirer, or someone really likes you. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pull a Grace card here to close the read. I think there's enough been said at this point. What else does Capricorn need to know before I close the read? This card turned over. All right. Direction. Direction. Turned over. Flipped in the deck while I was trying to shuffle. Look for clues. Grace will lead us to the exact events and experiences we need at precisely the right time. Look for clues. If you don't, I'll put that right up there. If you don't know the direction something's going in, I feel like you need to be looking for the clues. You need to be seeing what fits into your what's going on with you, I want to say. in order to pick that precise series of events. And if this doesn't sound anything like anything you're going through, leave that option open, because if someone comes at you, a friend or whatever, and says, let me stop for a second, because I'm going to this, I'm suddenly feeling like when I went and said that whoever hooked you up to begin with is not around anymore or won't be around anymore after the fact. I'm kind of feeling like you are, this is where the secrets will be kept, because this series of events that happens may start with you being introduced to a friend's significant other or someone new that they're dating, and you find a connection with this person immediately. You and this person know. I feel like a secret will be kept. This person, down the line, that friend will no longer be in your life because you hook up with their person. Okay? Be mindful of that. It may have already happened for some of you, but I feel like this may be part of why you don't end up talking them right away, and there's a instance where you deny them access because they're with your friend. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna leave that sitting there. I'm gonna leave that there. So just be mindful of that. All right, Capricorn, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe, join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.